brings it home. Remember, you're getting 3 pieces of the Sun Patience live plants plus the whiskey barrel planter as well. Auto delivery is spring 2026. It's M132176. Yeah, that was our band name. It was Asclepias.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
It's a good one. Okay. So the Asclepias, otherwise known as, what is it, milkweed?
Yep.
Right? So this is a plant that I really want you to consider bringing into your home, because this is a plant with importance, because the monarch butterflies, they are officially endangered species list, right? And this is the only plant that they feed on, correct?
Correct.
So
Yes.
when you bring this in, you are helping to repopulate those gorgeous monarch butterflies.
Yep.
And you're also getting the payoff of beautiful florals.
That's right.
So this is 3 pieces of the native butterfly Asclepias live plant. I worked last week really hard to say that word correctly.
And now you're
And now it
cruising.
just like flows
Off the
trippingly
tongue.
off the tongue.
That's right.
This is new. It's been very popular. It's M132051. It's $9.99 on an easy pay. Take it away, Stephanie.
Yeah, I mean, Julia, you hit all the biggest points. So this plant is definitely the most important plant that we ever bring. If you're just going to grow one thing this summer, I absolutely think it should be the Asclepias, because not only are you going to be growing vibrant, beautiful flowers, but you really are doing almost like your good deed of the summer, because as she mentioned, the monarch butterfly population, for various reasons, whether it be our new farming practices with using certain pesticides, all the construction that's going up, taking over the natural land, there's just not enough of the wild Asclepias out there anymore for the monarchs to find. And so therefore a direct result of that is they don't have enough food. And so over the last 2 decades, their population has declined upwards of 95%.
Oh.
Yes, it's heartbreaking. I have a huge monarch butterfly tattoo.
Do you?
I love the monarch butterfly. And so by planting this, you truly are helping revitalize that population, because you are providing them their only food source. And there's a really great video that Sandra Bennett and her husband put together. They actually planted the Asclepias, they had the caterpillars come, as you see here, and they brought them into their home in a terrarium, fed the caterpillars until they were nice and full. And we all know that a caterpillar goes into the chrysalis and then emerges eventually this beautiful monarch butterfly, which then they released back into Mother Nature. And it really is one of the most special, beautiful stories to share and experiences. My wife and I like to say we raised 85 monarchs, because we counted 85 caterpillars in our front yard last summer.
Oh my goodness.
It was like the proudest moment of my life. I have so many photos on my phone of just
I want to see.
Yeah, I will show you.
Yes.
And it's very cool, because all of a sudden you'll have more caterpillars than leaves on your plants, which is totally normal. The leaves come right back. They always are reproducing. And that's what you want. I mean, you want your leaves to be gone, because then you know that you are doing your part in feeding those caterpillars. It's so much fun.
I want to raise butterflies.
You can. You can raise butterflies.
How magical. I mean, Sandra Bennett just looked like Snow White right there.
I know. Off you go into the wonder. That's right. That's right.
Well, let's talk about like what comes to us, what we do while we're doing our part.
Yes, how to achieve that. So it's a 3-piece collection. Now, typical Asclepias, the native Asclepias, it's not that beautiful. The monarchs don't really care, but it's nothing we want to grow in the garden. So this variety has actually been hybridized to be more beautiful, more compact with brighter colors. So it's a 3-piece collection. Those 3 plants I was just holding up, we planted them all together into this party planter. This is the 15-inch container. You can find it on .com. And this is what you would expect if you do this within the first season, because we planted them all together. And I love this look, because you're getting kind of like a confetti of color.
Yeah.
And you're getting an orange, a pink, and a yellow. Now, again, like I said, you're doing a great thing by helping save the monarchs, but you really are adding beauty to the garden, to your container gardens, because these are bright, vibrant colors, and the flowers, they almost look like, if you were to zoom in really close, you would like see almost like stars.
Really?
Yeah, so we can maybe see it in the images, but they really are some of the most beautiful. Here, you can kind of see, they're like a shooting star. They have like flower or petals going upwards and then petals going down. I mean, they're very small, but like I said, I spent a lot of time in my garden with my Asclepias this summer, so I got to know them very well.
They're quite magical, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
And there's like a wild feeling to them, which I really like.
Totally, because they are native, so that just means that, you know, they're going to grow very well for anyone in the North American, you know, area. And it's just really a beautiful addition to the yard.
And they're vigorous growers, aren't they?
They absolutely are. So what you see here, that's probably one plant in the second season. I love the orange planted with that salvia in the background. Maybe you're gonna pick up our lavender, that beautiful color combination. They both love hot sun.
Okay.
They don't need a whole lot of water once they're established. Again, they're native. So when you read something being native, that just means it's going to be a cinch to grow because it's just used to our environment.
Yeah,
basically.
it wants to be here.
Right, exactly.
It's begging to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
The monarchs are begging for it to be
Yes,
here.
that's right.
You're getting 3 pieces. So what are we getting? We're getting an orange, a yellow, and a
In the pink.
And pink.
Yeah,
okay.
and this photo is great because the monarchs, once they have become the butterfly, they're going to keep coming back and they're going to drink the nectar from the flowers. As well, your swallowtails, hummingbirds, bees, you're going to have so many pollinators coming and enjoying all of the flowers, but then it is the leaves that are the, you know, the crown jewels for the caterpillars.
I love me those hummingbirds. Back
too.
home when I was in LA,
Oh my
I
gosh.
had a hummingbird that would follow me when I would walk the dog. He would walk the dog with me.
That is the cutest thing.
I was a Disney princess.
That's amazing. Yeah, you and Sandra Bennett both, apparently. That's
oh
right.
my gosh, this is such a must-have for
really is.
anyone. Can I do this? I can do it in pots as well as in the ground, right?
Yes, and I'm glad
containers,
you
I'm sorry.
mentioned that because this is the one plant that I will say every garden can and should grow this,
Yeah.
even if you don't have a big house with a big yard. Do it in containers.
Yeah.
You can still provide that food source. You can still have, you know, like National Geographic moments of having all of the pollinators
photos
coming.
you're gonna get.
Yeah, it really is so special and it's so beautiful to
Do
grow.
it for the monarchs.
That's
do
right.
it for the monarchs.
Do it for the monarchs.
$29.98 for the You can raise your own monarchs. $9.99 on an easy pay. It's M132051.
Thanks, Julia.
Thanks, Steph. Hey, dear. How's it going?